Good morning, wrestling fans. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, fun to you all. Hope you're having an enjoyable weekend so far. Well, night night one night one of SummerSlam is in the books, and I thought last night's night one of SummerSlam was just okay. I didn't think it was that great of a show. In fact, I thought it would have been much better than it was. But out of the 6 matches last night, two were my favorite. One of those matches that was my favorite kicked off night one of SummerSlam. That was the tag team match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Braun Reed. This was an awesome match. I thought all four of these men put on one hell of a match. It was such a wild match. All four of these men were all over the place. Inside the ring, outside the ring. Great performance by Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, and Braun Reed. I think all four men put on a very good match last night. I enjoyed it. This was this was one of two favorite matches that I enjoyed last night. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeated Braun Breaker and Braun Reed. But like I said, I think all four wins are winners in my books because all four men in this match put on one hell of a match. It was a great start to kick off night one of SummerSlam. Second match was a women's tag team match which featured Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. This was a decent, good match. I thought it was a good match. I thought Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte put on a very good, decent performance. I have no complaints about this. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. However, we have new women's tag team champions, and that's Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. My thoughts on that: I'm glad that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair won last night and won the tag team titles. I think both these women deserve it. I think Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are very talented in the ring, and I'm glad they won the women's tag team titles. But all in all, I thought this was a pretty good, decent match. And I thought all four women put on a good performance in the ring. I don't have any complaints about this match, but I thought it was a good match. Number 3 was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. This was an okay match. It wasn't a great match, but it was okay. Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross basically put on a decent performance in the ring. Kind of disappointed that Karrion Kross didn't get the win last night against Sami Zayn, because like I said in my live stream from Thursday night, this was a must-win for Karrion Kross. A big, especially that we don't know if it's going to be signed with WWE because his contract is up in August. So I'm kind of disappointed that Karrion Kross didn't get the win with Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Kross. But I thought this match was just okay. It wasn't a great match, but it was okay. Kind of disappointed that Karrion Kross didn't get the win last night. Because I personally thought that he should have got the win rather than Sami Zayn. Because Karrion Kross needs to win more than Sami Zayn does. But Sami Zayn defeated Karrion Kross. The fourth match was Timmy Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. I thought this match was a good match. The only thing I didn't like about this match that it didn't last that long. It went less by 7 minutes. I thought this match would have been much longer than it was. It was only 7 minutes. I thought Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill put on a pretty good, decent match. I don't think it was a great match, but it was a pretty good, decent match. I thought both Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill put on a good performance in the ring. I don't think it was a 5-star performance, but it was a decent performance. However, Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill and retained the WWE Women's Championship. Not surprising. I kind of figured that Tiffany Stratton would win and retain the WWE Women's Championship. Because, don't get me wrong, Jade Cargill is a very impressive wrestler. She's very good at what she does, but I don't think she's ready to be a women's champion. I think she's getting there, but I don't think she's ready yet. So just because Jade Cargill didn't become champion last night at SummerSlam doesn't mean she won't. I think at some point she will, but last night just was her night. It was her time to become champion. But despite Jade Cargill losing to Tiffany Stratton, I thought she still put on a pretty good, decent performance. Both women, in my view, did put on a good performance in the ring. The only complaint about this match that it wasn't as long as I thought it would be. I thought it would be much longer than it was. It only lasted by 7 minutes, which is not that long. So Tiffany Stratton defeats Jade Cargill and retains the WWE Women's Championship. Now, next was the 5th match, and this match I didn't care at all. I didn't think it was a great match at all. And that was Randy Orton and Jolly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul in a tag team match. I didn't enjoy this match at all. This was my least favorite match from last night's night 1 of SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeat Randy Orton and Jolly Roll. Yeah, this was my least favorite match. This match was not good at all. I mean, I give props to Jolly Roll. He did put in the effort last night in the tag team match, but I don't think it was that great of a performance. But you gotta get credit to Jolly Roll. He did put on an effort in last night's match. And does he have a future as a wrestler? I don't know. But I didn't think this match was that good of a match at all. So, Randy Orton, my mistake. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeat Randy Orton and Jolly Roll in the tag team match. Now, last but not least, the main event. It was Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship match. This is actually a pretty good match. This was the other match that was my favorite last night. I thought both Gunther and CM Punk put on a very good performance in the ring, even though Gunther dominated most of the match. CM Punk put in some cheap shots in the match. But I thought this was actually a pretty good match, despite Gunther dominated most of this match. I noticed that CM Punk didn't quit during the match. He hung in there, despite going against Gunther, who was a dominated champion, a dominated wrestler. So I thought this was a very good match. I thought both men both Gunther and CM Punk put out a very good performance in the ring. I have no complaints about this match. This match went back and forth. However, CM Punk pulls out the win against Gunther and becomes the new World Heavyweight Championship. But doesn't have time to celebrate because guess what comes out? And I predicted this during my live stream the other night. All of a sudden you hear Seth Rollins' music pop on. You see Paul Heyman, who's the Oracle, and Seth Rollins comes out wearing the knee brace and the crutches. You see him trash talking CM Punk, saying that as long as I'm here, you will no longer be champion. So he walks back to a stage thinking he's going to leave. But he drops the crutches, takes the knee brace off, rips the suit off, goes down to the ring, goes right after CM Punk, beats him up, does the current stomp, gives the briefcase to Jessica Carr, saying that he's cashing in his briefcase. Seth Rollins makes the 1, 2, 3 pin. 1, 2, 3. And he is now the World Heavyweight Championship. He is now the World Heavyweight Champion. My thoughts on this, I'm not surprised. I knew right away that if CM Punk was become champion last night, his match against Gunther, Seth Rollins will come out and cash in on him because he said in the past that as long as I'm here, CM Punk won't be champion, and that's exactly what happened. He probably saw CM Punk win the match against Gunther and became champion, and that's why he came out and cast on him. Because Seth Rollins has said in the past on Raw that as long as I'm here, you will no longer be champion. So I'm not surprised that Seth Rollins cashed in last night against CM Punk and became champion. Now, with that being said, now that Seth Rollins is champion, Seth Rollins and this faction, the Seth Rollins, have even more power now because Seth Rollins now World Heavyweight Championship. Now, here's my question. Where does Seth Rollins go from here? Now he's champion. And where does CM Punk go from here now that he was cast in on? I do believe that's not the end of it between these two. Because I'm sure on Monday, CM Punk will come out and bitch and complain about how Seth Rollins cast in on him on night 1 of SummerSlam and became champion. And I'm sure CM Punk is going to want retribution and revenge. Because I don't think CM Punk is going to forget about this at all. So I think this feud between him and Seth Rollins will continue. I won't be surprised if CM Punk challenges Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at the next POE, which will be Clash in Paris, which is the end of August. So I'm very curious of what's going to happen with Seth Rollins now that he's champion, and what is going to be CM Punk's response after being cast in on last night by Seth Rollins. So I definitely don't see this feud between the two of them go away. I think this feud's going to continue, and I don't think CM Punk is going to forget about this, especially what Seth Rollins did last night that he cast it on him. So all in all, I thought last night's Night 1 SummerSlam was just okay. It was a great show, but it was okay. Now tonight's night 2, and I do expect night 2 to be much better because we got a few exciting matches tonight on night 2 of SummerSlam. We have Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship, and I do believe this is gonna be an exciting match between the two of them. I do expect a few surprises during this match because we know how Triple H is. He likes to plan surprises, so I won't be surprised if there's surprises during this match. So, but nevertheless, this will be an exciting match. We have the women's triple threat match for the women's world title, and that features Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. I do believe that this is going to be an awesome women's triple threat match for the women's world title. All 3 women involved in this match, meaning Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky, will put out a very good performance in the ring tonight, and I do expect that to be a great match. We also have a steel cage match tonight between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match for the United States Championship. That's going to be an intense match tonight between these two. I do expect that to be an exciting match. I mean, I always enjoy a cage match, steel cage match, because it's always fun to watch. So I do expect Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship to be an exciting one. We also have a 6-pack TLC tag team match tonight. That's going to be a great match. I think that's going to be a wild match, especially when you have tables and ladders and chairs involved. So I expect that to be an awesome, great match. We also have Dominic versus AJ Styles for the IC title. That should be a decent, good match. I don't think it'll be a great match, but it'll be a decent, good match. And then last but not least, it's the women's IC title, which will feature Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the women's IC title. So, and that should be an exciting match. And I do believe that both Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria will put on one hell of a match tonight. They'll put on a very good performance in the ring tonight. So I do expect that to be exciting tonight. So I think we're in for a much better night at SummerSlam. I do believe night 2 will be much better than night 1. And I'm looking forward to it. Starting time for night 2 of SummerSlam will be the same as night 1, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Peacock, and there will be a 3-hour countdown show, which will start at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and will be streaming on Peacock. Will also be streaming on WWE's YouTube channel. There will also be a post show immediately following after night 2 of SummerSlam, which will be streaming on Peacock and also streaming on WWE's YouTube channel. So I think we're in for an exciting night of wrestling tonight. Like I said, I think night 2 will be much better than night 1 last night because the matches tonight are going to be very good, very exciting. I'm looking forward to watching night 2 of SummerSlam. And I do expect some surprises during this match tonight, especially during that scene of Cody Rhodes. Because, like I said, we all know how Triple H is. He likes to put off surprises. So I do expect a few surprises during that scene of Cody Rhodes match. So this will be an exciting night of wrestling tonight. Like I said, I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm planning on watching night 2. I'll be watching at home tonight, just like I did last night. For those who are watching Night 2 of SummerSlam with friends. Enjoy yourselves, have fun. And for those who are going to be at Night 2 of SummerSlam, be safe, get there safe and sound, get home safe and sound. We all know how getting out of MetLife Stadium is going to be a nightmare because the Jersey and the roads is unbelievable. So if you go to SummerSlam tonight, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. When you leave MetLife Stadium, please get home safe and sound. Enjoy yourself. Before in this video, please, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Hope you have a great Sunday fun day and enjoy Night 2 of SummerSlam tonight.